They're very active, very physical. By no means are they one of the smallest fronts. A lot of Polynesians up there. They're fast, they're strong. All across the board, and they've got some good cover guys in the back. Sometimes you'll get a coverage sack, due to great coverage from their DBs. But there's a couple guys in their defense, who can play at the next level, and we should do our best to contain them and keep them down.
Sefo, growing up near that program, does this game have any significance to you because you were around that team so much?
No, I think I went to one or two games with my grandpa. There's no more significance to this game than any other game. We just want to go out there and win. I just want to go out there and make the right reads and get the ball to our playmakers.
How much have you beaten yourself up about the interceptions and that sort of thing this week? And what do you have to do to avoid them against a defense that's been very opportunistic?
I don't think I've beaten myself up too much. I think with another year under my belt, being a sophomore now, I think, I've kind of matured a little bit in that sense. Obviously you don't want to throw those interceptions, but you don't want to beat yourself up about it, and, coming into this week, coming against a good defense in front seven, and, they've got a really good DB who can play at the next level. You just want to be smart with the ball, and I haven't done that recently, obviously, with the amount of interceptions I've thrown. But, this is a new week, new opportunity to, get better and, just play ball.
What can the team work on to finish games? Is there things you can do in practice to work on that kind of thing?
I think it's kind of funny you say finish games, but I think it's more of a starting fast. Against UCLA we had a 17-0. We were down. I think USC was 28-0. After we have to go in thinking that we can play with each team in the Pac-12, because after we spot the points to those teams, we either match their level in terms of intensity and execution, or we play above them. Against UCLA, we started slow and we fought our way back. But if we don't have that mistake on me at the end of the half, and if we get something going on offense earlier in the game, we're put in a better position, not to fight back and go for a tie to go in overtime, but try and sustain a lead. So I think it's a term of, obviously you want to finish a game well, but I think it's a matter of starting fast for us.
Last week you had the chance to break, or you did break the record for passing TDs in a season at CU. What kind of significance does that have to you?
I honestly didn't know that I broke a record. It's just a testament to the O-line blocking for me up front, and the receivers catching the ball. I can't throw the ball 50 yards in the air and then go run over there and catch it. So it's just a testament to the offense as a whole, executing. And if we ran the ball 50 touchdowns in a year, that'd be fine with me too. The only stat that really matters is the win-loss column, and that's what we're struggling right now. So I guess I'm happy for the record, but I really want to go for the wins.
Sefo, it seems like this team has been right on the edge of breaking through in a number of games this season. When it comes down to it, you've got to be happy at least that you guys have been bouncing back in the second half of a number of these games despite the slow starts. What do you think it's going to take really to take those good things and then put them into action on the field?
I think it's just going to take a complete game, and it goes back to the other question of being able to finish or being able to start fast. And I don't think we've honestly played a complete game yet. In any of our games, I think there's been times where we've been up and down, and I think we need to be more consistent throughout a game at playing at a high level. I think we're getting closer to doing that, but the start of games, especially offensively, we haven't been able to sustain drives, a lot of 3-and-outs. So we just have to be able to be consistent and be able to execute on offense.
What have you learned about this team? And I mean, very close games here, but after a while, things must start to click in. You take lessons from each place. Is there anything that you have garnered during this time that has helped you and you think moving forward?
Yeah, I think the guys, we've learned that, we can play in any game. The UCLA game, even though we were down by 17-0, many people don't think that we still have a chance, but a lot of guys have the belief still on the sideline. Even though I threw a ridiculous pick, towards the end of the game, everyone still believed. The defense went out there. I don't know last year if they would have made the 4th-and-1 stop, against their heavy package. I don't know last year if we would have went down and, driven down the field and gotten a field goal, to send the game into overtime. I think we're learning a lot about ourselves. We're a young team, and we're still learning, obviously. But I think we have a lot more grit in terms of fighting back and fighting in close games against good teams.